So number. Oh, are you watching from that phone?
No.
Yeah. Did you already have? No, zero. Yeah. Wow. I'm the only one watching it.
Is it on Posh Chalk?
Yes. Oh, you were not sure.
It takes you forever to explain. Just start now.
Bonjour, good dag, ciao. Hi, my name is Mihai and I welcome you to our Posh Chalk page where we're going to create a board like a homemade to our Yorkshire Rose. How was your weekend? How's Monday for you? Where are you joining us from? How's the weather? And please tell us more about yourself and if you have any project. And if you have any questions, please let us know. Don't worry about it. So today we're gonna see that I quite liked to mix our metallic pigments, our metallic pastes. Today we're gonna create a board. So I'm gonna create it with bright, warm salmon color made out of our red Alizarin Posh Chalk metallic paste and white titanium. Then we're gonna use our third generation Moldings, WoodUbend like 1457, 326 and 894, which is a beautiful crown.
Which comes in a pack of 5.
That I already opened.
Fabulous.
Well, without further ado, I will just go over the project while I'm doing starting doing the project, because otherwise the time is limited and we have to hurry up, because otherwise our lovely Shannon that is right here will tell me I no time. So right, I'm gonna mix Posh Chalk metallic paste with Alizarin. So we're gonna go.
Oh, so we're mixing some of our colours again.
Yep. Why not? I'm gonna take one of pearl gold, shiny gold, and few more of white titanium to make it lighter. So the shiny gold will give it a bit of warmth, and the white titanium would make it brighter. So it's important that when you try to use at least the same amount of metallic paste.
So we've got Beth with us, she's saying hello. We've got Laurie saying good morning, Mihai and Shannon. And we also have Laura Mariotti saying hello, fabulous WoodUbend team. Watching from Pennsylvania, where we currently have snow showers.
Wow.
And we've got Juliana saying hi guys.
Hi Juliana. Yeah, yesterday we didn't have the best weather as well, so it was kind of like snowy, rainy. It was.
Ooh, this is kind of bubblegum pink.
Yeah, and it's not.
Not the one we're going for.
Nope. So I'm gonna add a bit more.
What colour are we going for?
Terracotta, salmon, kind of. So brighter than red Alizarin and warmer, more yellow, but not that much pink.
So think a bit more gold.
Yeah. And I guess it was too much white, so I'm going to take another. So that's a third of red Alizarin.
We've got Diane watching from Chile, Boston. Got Kim with us and GV from saying hi from Bulgaria. Beth's asking, what is the weather like today in Leeds? It's
sunny
quite
and windy.
sunny, but it's super cold. So as if you didn't hear before, Mihai's doing a little WoodUbend board today, some wall art with a Yorkshire theme.
Wow, apparently I added too much white, so I'm going to take another pot, because otherwise I will go for too much. And
what about getting a yellow medium cadmium? No, yellow canary.
It would be too yellow. I just wanted more red, but not that pink. I just added too much white. So I'm going to take red Alizarin. And I will start with those.
So are we wanting it darker?
Sorry?
Are we wanting it darker?
Yeah, than the previous one, absolutely, yeah.
Why don't we put in some dark black? Diane is suggesting we used black carbon.
Black carbon, no, but maybe.
To make it darker.
Use some deep gold. Let's try and see what's going to happen.
Let's see how it goes. See, last time Mihai was mixing, he pre-mixed and he knew exactly the quantities of the colours he was using, so we knew exactly what we were doing. This time, I think Mihai is winging it.
So.
I'm just going to put
Yeah,
some in here.
sure. Well,
See what
that's
it looks like.
quite colour. Now, tiny bit of white, so I'll add white titanium metallic paste. One at a time.
Do you like that?
No, I like that. I just want it a bit brighter. Now that's too pinky. That's too pinky.
I've got what you've got. So we're just steadily mixing away. Let us know where you are joining us from, and if you are new to WoodUbend or Posh Chalk, let us know that as well. We are always excited to see new people.
Okay. Well, that's more like it.
Is that what you want? I'm just experimenting over here.
Okay.
You've got me in a mixing mood, Mihai.
Well, why not? So that's quite the color that I was going for. So it was one red alizarin, two shiny gold, and one white titanium, and one deep gold.
You like that?
Yeah, mine's a bit darker.
Do you want to mix them together?
No.
No. Okay.
Let's not mix them.
This is what I come up with. So all of the Posh Chalk metallic paste that we're mixing now, they're all water-based.
Okay, so I'll just take a brush.
And they're all flexible, so if you do want to pre-paint your WoodUbend Moldings with them, that is
The
absolutely
thing
fine.
that I'm gonna do today, so basically Sharon just went in advance. So I'm gonna spray a bit of water to make the metallic paste slide better. Okay. So basically I need only one tiny line here. Is there anyone that it's new to WoodUbend or just joined our big family? And if you have any questions, please don't forget to ask.
So
Or
we've
if you
got
work at any project.
Elizabeth is asking, what is the name of the paste that can puff up? This is the Posh Chalk metallic paste. So if you are stenciling with it, it's always good to pop a bit more, give a thicker layer, and then you can use a heat gun to pop the paste, and it'll form an eggshell-like dome.
So all the Posh Chalk metallic paste are popping up if you're using a heat gun to warm it up. Well, while that one is drying, I'll put it aside, and without spending too much time on it, I'm gonna pre-paint our WoodUbend Moldings. So I'm gonna go for white titanium, and first it's gonna be 326 WoodUbend Molding, third generation one. That's, as you might see, that it comes with an MDF board in between to prevent from damages and breakages, and in a brand new package.
So Mihai is creating a wall art piece today with a Yorkshire theme.
So I'm gonna use our Queen Poppy molding brush, Posh Chalk molding brush.
Dab, dab, dab.
And I'm gonna go over. We suggest you to use all our Posh Chalk molding brush or any other pointed paint brush because thanks to pointed tip, it goes very well into all nooks and crannies and it has a really great coverage. Well, one is done, so I'm gonna put it aside and I'm gonna take our 1457 third generation molding as well. So for those of you who just new to WoodUbend or is the first time they've seen us, WoodUbend, it's a magical wood.
Let's see it.
That has all the properties of wood with a magical touch that once it's warmed up, it's getting really bendy and flexible and it gives you much more opportunities and possibilities to apply it on almost any shape on any surface as long as you have a good quality wood glue to attach it and a heat gun or hair dryer or electric griddle to warm it up. So basically you may paint it, drill it, sand it, stain it, pre-paint it as I'm doing it now. If you do it with a Posh Chalk metallic paste, they are flexible and bendy, so once they dried, you would still be able to warm up the WoodUbend product without having any cracks or crackles on a paint after drying.
So we've got Laura says, what makes it Yorkshire? Asking for a US friend. So the white rose is really famous, is like the Yorkshire symbol. So we've painted the WoodUbend moulding in the Posh Chalk white titanium.
White beer is for California?
Huh?
Or for Nevada?
What?
The symbol of white beer.
I don't know.
Mm.
We've also got Beth saying the only thing Yorkshire I know is a pudding. That is probably the best thing about Yorkshire, the Yorkshire puddings. We've got Deanne asking, are the moulding brushes available? Yes, they
Absolutely,
are available.
Yeah.
They are called the Posh Chalk Moldings brush and you can log on to woodubend.com and find your nearest stockist
Okay, I'll
to buy any of the products that you can see in our video. So Elizabeth is saying, forgive me, do you have a blue metallic paint? We've got blue Prussian, which is quite like, kind of like a navy blue. And we've also got blue phthalo. Two different blues. But as you can see, Mihai likes to mix. You can mix to your heart's content. We've got greens and yellows too, so you can create your own blue.
So basically we have our primary colors that you may mix to get your own.
And unfortunately, I'm not sure what kind of leaves they are in this wreath, but I'm guessing it kind of looks like holly, little holly buds. No, holly's spiky. I'm not sure.
Okay, I'm going to put that aside as well to try.
And Mihai is doing a lot of the lives just because Solly Joe is very busy, but she's definitely still with us.
Okay, somebody's complaining that I'm doing too many lives.
No, they just asked where Solly was.
Oh.
Shannon just thought of the best way for you to pronounce Prussian. Say Russian, but begin the word with a P. Prussian. It's not Prussian. Prussian.
Well, Prussian.
Prussian. Okay, I'll take that, Kim. Molly's asking, what is he making? He's making a wall art piece. So these are the WoodUbend mouldings that as soon as we heat them up, they will become flexible and we will be gluing them to our MDF board and decorating them a bit some more.
Yeah.
How long does this Posh Chalk paste take to dry?
Well, the ones that I just applied, it's already dry.
It does dry fairly fast, but you can dry it if you like with a...
Just to go for sure, because I'm going to put a tape on it, just to make sure it's not filled, I'll just go over with a heat gun for a quick dry. The thicker layer of the paint that you will apply, of the metallic paint that you will apply, longer time it will take, obviously. but overall it dries pretty quick. That should be enough. Yep. So what?
Come back. We would never complain about too much me, huh? Just me. Just kidding.
Okay.
So what is this tape for, Mihai?
To keep so I'm gonna create the lines. So to keep the pinky reddish, but we didn't have a name for that yet.
Burgundy.
But no, it's not burgundy. It's brighter. So to keep it, when I'm gonna go over with the white titanium, I'm gonna cover it.
So how come we're having stripes?
Hmm?
How come we've got stripes?
Because the English flag has stripes, isn't it? What?
So you're making the English flag?
Well, an inspiration,
Okay.
not a replica.
Okay.
Okay.
Are they supposed to be bigger?
Are they not?
No. That one's much bigger.
Okay.
Mihai's Yorkshire Rose Posh Chalk's new colour.
Right, so now I'm gonna go with the white titanium to cover it all over. And I'm gonna use our... No, it's a wax brush. So I'm gonna, for stippling technique again.
So this is the Posh Chalk Wax Extender Brush. Perfect for a stippling technique if you want to apply the Posh Chalk pastes. And we will most likely be doing 2 coats of this just so that we can definitely cover all of the red.
You know, I quite like the fact that some of it came off, because after I'm gonna go with a dark brown patina with wax, so it will go into and will make that textured surface look vintagey. What do you think? You should see her face.
Don't ask me what
She's
I
not
said.
sure about it. Okay. So how's your weekend, ladies and gentlemen?
Oh yeah, don't forget to like, share and sprinkle, guys. So if you are doing the stippling technique and you want to do a second coat, it's always best to dry the first layer of your Posh Chalk paste just to avoid bringing it up again.
Okay, I'm gonna share with you. I've been on a Comic-Con this weekend, and I've been dressed up not like Batman, but one of his apprentices.
Batman's
Red Hood.
apprentice.
Yes, Red Hood. How was your weekend now?
Doesn't want to stick.
No, it won't stick, but no problem. Okay. To cover the...
And it's really handy. Mihai always puts attaches a hook onto the back of the MDF boards so we can hang them up in the warehouse
Nice, keep it.
and use them as wall art.
Thank you.
Oh, the new paste is my nail varnish colour.
Yay! Also, that's why I got the inspiration for the color.
Yeah.
I didn't know it.
Elizabeth, does anybody need an assistant for free? I'm volunteering for real.
Okay. Alright, I'm going to this side and I'm going to take the tape off. Alright.
Very satisfying.
Here we go. Right, now I'm gonna try the face. So we can go forward with it and applying our moldings.
Oh, Beth, I wish we'd have read that before.
What?
She's just given a tip. And Kim was supposed to do her chest of drawers this weekend, but it peed down with rain and she couldn't get it.
Oh, that's a shame.
So what's the plan? What's next?
So next we're gonna apply our beautiful rose molding 326, which I pre-painted. Alright, so we're gonna apply in the middle, and then around it is gonna go our beautiful 1457.
The reef.
The reef.
Reef moulding.
Right. So 5 easy steps to apply our beautiful WoodUbend rose is with any WoodUbend product. You'll just need a heat gun, a good wood glue, quality wood glue. I'm gonna put them aside. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what to do next, and then talking, and then my brain is like it's all a mess. So 5 easy steps. You have to warm it up first, and for that you may use your WoodUbend MDF board, so you ain't gonna ruin your surface. The second step, you have to apply the glue on the back of the molding or the trim, the WoodUbend product, all over, and it's always better to have a bit more glue than not enough to make sure that it will attach properly. The second step, you apply it on the third step, you apply it on the surface. Fourth one, you warm it up again, and the fifth one, you press it once more. We're doing that because, as you may see in our case, there are no perfectly flat surface, as we did put 2 layers of paint to give it a textured look. So to prevent it from making any air bubble in between the back of the molding and the surface, we have to warm it up and press it once more. So ready? 3, 2, 1. And
So how do you know if your WoodUbend is warm enough? Let's bend it. Okay.
To bend the center, I'll have to warm it up a bit more, but that's not a problem. The thicker the molding is, longer time it will take to get warmed. But longer time it will take to cool down, so it means that allows you more time to work with. So we use Tide Bond Quick and Thick.
Is our good quality wood glue?
Yes, at least for us it works very, very good. So as it says from the name, it's quick to dry. It dries transparent, so it dries clear. So if you go for a textured look, as I do here, you might not even bother on cleaning the extra glue.
And it is really important that you apply the glue onto the entire back of the WoodUbend moulding.
Absolutely right. So
And we're going to place it onto our chosen surface. WoodUbend Moldings will adhere to almost any surface, such as wood, glass, plastic, concrete, you name it. We've got Alana saying hello, guys. We've got Laurie saying she worked on her grandmother's table this weekend, so now I need your help.
well, ask.
Some WoodUbend Moldings, I suggest.
Yeah, ask and we will be glad to answer. To clean the extra glue, you basically make with a wet wipe, with a cotton bud, or with a wet paintbrush. In our case here, I'm going to go for the cotton bud, as I don't want to wet the paint, as I have a fear that it's still quite not dry in some places, and I don't want to clean it. Don't want to wipe it off with a wet paintbrush. Well, now we go to the fourth step. We're going to warm it up and press it down once more. And as I previously said, the Posh Chalk metallic paints are flexible, so even though if you pre-painted the WoodUbend product previously, it ain't going to be a problem to bend it after it's warmed.
Sorry, can you do So the really important step is to reheat it once it's on the surface. Yep. And give it an extra push, just to make sure all of the air bubbles are out.
To have all the close-ups, to see that exactly what's happening while she's filming, that close-ups.
She is the cat's mother.
While Sharon is filming all the close-ups, so you will be able to see all that rejected glue, all that is popping up from under the surface, which means that the back of the molding doesn't need it anymore because it's attached properly and it has the right amount of it. For that, you have to subscribe to our YouTube or TikTok channel, so you will see all the project, all the videos from start to an end in a few minutes or maybe in a few seconds as well. So now we go to our beautiful 1457 WoodUbend molding.
And we repeat all of the steps.
Exactly the same. To have exactly the same quality as we do, we're doing the same steps every time, so we suggest you to do the same.
So heat it up.
Yes.
Even me has forgotten the 5 simple steps. You always need to heat your WoodUbend moulding, then apply the glue, adhere it to your surface, heat it again, and then push.
Ready?
And look how flexible it is. Wow, super flexible.
And the good thing is that if you have your moldings, if you have a few of them, you may create your own design. So you may combine them together or to cut pieces from it and to create it your own that no one else would have. So as I like to say, your projects are limited only by your imagination, because WoodUbend and Posh Chalk Products give you a lot of opportunities to make it individual.
Because there's so many designs, so many different colours, and you can create your own colours. And you can create different designs. We have in the past chopped them up because it's super easy to cut them, and attach them to different designs so we can make our own.
As we previously said, it's basically wood with a magical touch, because you will be able to do exactly the same things that you would be able to do with a natural wood, except it's much easier to apply it on different shapes, forms or surfaces than the natural wood, because to apply a natural wood on a 90 degrees on a rounded shaped surface, it will be much more problems and troublesome. While with WoodUbend, you just have to have a heat gun or a hairdryer. That's everyone has it, so it's much more easier. So I'll take a cotton bud, which is here.
So Elizabeth says my cooking thick is very, very thick. It won't come out and needs water to mix it. I'm sorry that the Type Bond does that for you, Elizabeth, but you can use any good quality wood glue. We just find that Type Bond works best for us, but it might be, I'm not sure. You might have got a dodgy.
No, because even
dodgy
Type Bond,
shipping.
there are more types of Type Bond, so that's why we say we use quick and thick. If you're using a different one, maybe that's why it gives that problem or gives you that result.
But it isn't our product, so we
no,
can't.
it's
we
not
can't
our problem,
say.
so we can't guarantee you. We just suggest you and we tell you what we use, and it's up to you.
Karen, hi from Texas.
Hello. So I'm going to warm it up again and press it once more. Right. Okay, now don't forget the first step.
Yeah, me, hi.
So when you're using a heat gun, please be careful and pay attention to it, because the heat gun is a power tool and it's getting really hot, and as WoodUbend products contains a high percentage of wood in it, you may risk to burn it or scorch it, which I don't think that will bring joy to any of you. So just pay attention. If you use a heat gun, if you use a hairdryer, you ain't gonna have that problem. but it will just require more time for the WoodUbend product to get warmed. Okay.
So now Mihai's applying the good quality wood glue to the entire back of the surface using his finger.
Well, that's the method I like. If you don't feel comfortable, please use a paintbrush. And again,
I find that if you use your finger, it's done faster. Because with the WoodUbend mouldings, you do want to work with them pretty fast because you want them on the surface while they're still warm and they do cool down. A good thing about these third generation mouldings is that they do have a longer time to work with them. They do retain the heat for a lot longer than the previous generations. So they are much easier to work with, but they still do
cool down.
Cool down.
Okay. Okay. And let's press it down. So I'm gonna give it a quick clean. Stay here.
Oh, Chris is saying, do you have WoodUbend in the shape of wheat? Don't think so.
Is that wheat?
Off the top of my head. No, we do not. But we can bring it up in our next meeting and suggest it. We do like getting all of your ideas and themes of what you want to see.
Oh, that's quite good idea, actually.
Would you bend wheat? Would you wheat?
Would you wheat? Okay. And again, exactly the same steps every time to guarantee that the molding would stay on the board as long as I need it. If you want to take it off after a time, or if your project didn't came out as you visualize it, then you will have again just to warm up the WoodUbend products really good, and then with a palette knife just to take it off. Okay, and now I'm gonna apply our beautiful 890 pop. Right, and again the same, exactly the same steps.
Now with the little crown.
Yep.
That's not on the red.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay.
So you can move around the WoodUbend moulding as long as it's still warm. Once it's in its cold state, it will be stuck to exactly where you want it.
Okay.
What were you saying, Mihai?
I just asked if you want to film how. Okay. Let's see that you're doing TikToks. You might need.
No. Elizabeth says she just sent Posh Chalk a private message. Thank you, Elizabeth. It is just me that responds to the messages, so I do aim to get them replied to within 24 hours, but bear with me.
Okay, so I'm going to here on top.
Really cute.
Okay.
Love it. Can we have a little, can you lift it up to the camera?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Look at the metallic, give it a little shake. You can see the metallic sheen.
Mm-hmm.
And now we will be mixing some Posh Chalk pigments. No?
No.
No, not yet.
No. I'm just going to give it an older look, so I'm going to add dark brown.
That needs to be last. It's oil based.
Yes. Yeah, so, well, I'm gonna guess some, the rose is gonna be the same, it's gonna be white, so I'm gonna make, dry brush it with silver metallic pigments. with pearl silver, as we want it to be white, as Yorkshire Rose is white, but the leaves around it and the crown we make painted with primary green Aqua Patina, dry brush it, and with pale gold. So the crown would be dry brush with pale gold. Are you okay with that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
okay,
just said the
thanks.
crown was going to be green.
Oh, did I?
That's why I was looking like you had two heads. So the Aqua Patina primary green will be used to dry brush.
And to make sure that you don't have too much, just wipe it on the desk and then just go over.
So this is a gilding wax. So we just like to dry brush it a tiny, tiny bit. And it's good for highlighting.
Just to
And
give it
that's
a bit of color.
what makes the patinas and the pastes differently. And this is the Aqua Patina, so it is water based.
Which means it's nature friendly and it can be cleaned while it's not dried with a wet wipe. So it's very easy to clean.
Laura says, be patient, Shannon, your pigment fix is coming. I'm taking my coat off to get ready. We've got Sunny with us, hey, from WoodUbend, West USA.
Well, hello Sunny. So I'm gonna go now for a bit of red medium cadmium Aqua Patina for the bowl here.
As long as you don't put that on the rose, Mihai.
No, I'm not gonna put on the rose. I still have to live in Leeds, so I'm not gonna mix up with the rose. Okay.
There you go. We're giving you an alternative to use this WoodUbend moulding outside of Christmas. Sorry for mentioning that word.
Pigments, yes. So we're gonna use our Posh Chalk metallic pigment pale gold. For that, you will need just a tiny bit of it, seeing that I'm gonna dry brush it only over the crown. That should be more than enough. And obviously, you're gonna need a pipette and the Posh Chalk pigment infuser that
Oh, that you forgot.
I will ask Shannon to pass it to me.
For that, I'm mixing the pigments.
Obviously, you wouldn't mix them over in any way. Okay, so why we recommend you to use a pipette? Because it's much easier to control the density and the amount of infuser. Because with the pigment as well, you have an actual choice of how dense you want it. You may create it more dense, like a metallic paste, or more liquidy for a wash technique. So to maintain the wooden texture of the surface, but still to give it that nice and golden shine.
This is so gold. This is the pale gold.
That's the most favorite part of the day for Shannon.
Yeah.
To mix pigments.
This makes mine one day. I've been waiting for this since 8:30. Look at that. Ooh.
Do you need more?
Lovely, lovely.
Infuser? No.
No, we're
You're
good.
okay.
I just want you to mix a bit
Yes.
in the sun.
In the sun.
That's good.
So I'll just remind you that if you want to see all of our project beginning to end in one go, like in a few minutes or a few seconds, just subscribe to our YouTube and TikTok channel and follow us on Facebook, on our Posh Chalk and WoodUbend Artisan group where we post and other people posting, and obviously our page. What do you mean more?
More? What do you mean more?
Yeah,
Oh, the twist.
personal warning, pigments are addictive. As when you have them, you'll tend to put them anywhere.
So the pigments come in a powder form, like this. And we always mix them with our Posh Chalk, what is it? Posh Chalk Pigment Infuser, which looks like this. And it's always best to have your pigments in a pot first and then put the infuser in second. And that way you can control your own consistency. Because you can't take the infuser out, but you can control how much you put in. Did that make sense? You know what I mean.
So just to give a bit of more shades and to the rolls, I'm going to add our pearl silver.
Dry brushing of the silver.
Okay. And now I'm gonna mix Patina Extending Wax, because that's the final step, with our dark brown patina, which is oil-based, and the wax is wax, obviously. That's what is the last step. So I'm just gonna take a bit of wax, and we mix it because the wax helps patina, as it comes from the name, to extend better.
So you've got your wax here, but you can literally change the colour of the wax by using any of our Posh Chalk patinas. We have made them so that you can use them with all of our Posh Chalk patina colours. And this is just a Posh Chalk Patina Extending Wax. Just what it says on the tin.
Okay. And I'm gonna get back our...
Did Sue do this with pigment as well?
I don't remember if she done it with pigments. But I guess...
Pretty sure she did it with green phthalo.
I suppose you...
For the seaside. Do you know the seaside drawers on top?
No, she did it with, not with pigments. It was...
Are you sure? I'll find that out and get back to you guys.
Okay.
Dark brown is the go-to for the aged look. And I'm not sure what video you mean, Elizabeth. I think Josie did that one years and years ago.
What?
The mixing of the pigments. But it just keep popping up. Because people keep commenting on it, so it's coming up quite a lot. Careful, don't get it on the road.
So as you see, I'm adding the wax, the patina, and then I'm wiping off the extras. And I want to go into small details. And leave only the amount that I need. So I'll leave the corners darker and the center brighter.
So no, Cindy, not what he's using at the moment.
What?
Your brush is not Posh Chalk.
No.
Cheeky monkey.
Okay. So I will clean more the roll so it will pop.
Put it white. It does now. You've dulled down the background. It's not white. It makes the rose pop a bit more.
Okay. So I'm going to do it.
It also makes it look like a wartime piece because it's so aged.
Okay. I just took a wet wipe to clean a bit of more of the patina here and there, just to make it like it was found out in some old lady attic. Sorry?
Can we make it a bit white?
Obviously we can do whatever.
Okay, just for me. Just for me and my Yorkshire Rose.
So by request of our Yorkshire lady over here, I'm gonna make the rose a bit whiter. So I'm gonna add more white titanium Posh Chalk metallic paste.
And it looks beautiful.
Okay.
It really does look like something from the 1950s.
Great. That was the look I was going for.
Was it?
No, why?
It
why
was not.
laughing? No, it was because
Okay.
I had an image in my head and not only. So I was after that I will show
believe
you
you.
my inspiration. Oh, come on, a bit of faith in me. Oh my god. Well, and that's kind of it.
That looks beautiful. I think everybody, a lot of people agree. Just wait for them
What do
to,
you think, ladies and gentlemen?
for them to comment it. Oh, love it, love it. So Mihai with these MDF boards, he just put a hook on the back.
So as you saw in the beginning, or maybe you did not because you just joined us, it's a simple MDF board.
Before and after.
So, yeah, before and after in one move.
So everything we have used in this video, the Posh Chalk Pigments, Posh Chalk Paste, Posh Chalk Infuser, Posh Chalk Extending Wax, Patinas, Pastes, WoodUbend Moldings, everything. You can purchase them from us. We do sell through our stockists, so do head over to woodubend.com. There's a handy store locator under the find your nearest stockist tab.
Yep.
Type that in and you will be well on your way.
So just to remind you, maybe if you're curious, so that reddish color, it was done with mixing of ratio of 1 red alizarin, Posh Chalk metallic paste, 1 shiny gold of Posh Chalk metallic paste, 1 deep gold Posh Chalk metallic paste, and 1 white titanium Posh Chalk metallic paste.
Metallic paste.
Everything, the rest was covered in white titanium. Then we used our beautiful 894 third generation WoodUbend Moldings, then 1457 that we have here around, and our beautiful Yorkshire Rose 326. And everything, the color of the green primary green, Aqua Patina, by Posh Chalk obviously. And the red is red medium cadmium Aqua Patina, and dry brush, the crown is dry brushed with pale gold Posh Chalk metallic pigment. And that was it for today, ladies and gentlemen. Was nice that you joined us. It was a pleasure to create that piece.
We hope
And
to see you tomorrow.
see you tomorrow. Have a lovely day and a nice week ahead.
See you tomorrow
Bye.
at 2 p.m. GMT time. Bye bye.